us from evil men who will sit in places of authority and do evil things. Deliver us from vampires who will drink the blood of the nation and leave nothing behind. Bless our nation with good leaders. And for those that are there now, we thank you that you are helping them.
Mercy, Lord. In wrath, remember mercy. Let mercy triumph over judgment. That those who have died, that their death will not be in vain, and that never again will such an event and a catastrophe ever happen.
There are those who will wish to apportion blame. And quite truthfully, there's plenty of blame to go around. But when we list one by one the various mistakes and failings that contributed to this catastrophe, I hope it is not for the purpose of pointing fingers, but rather of making certain that something of this nature never again happens to our dear country. The conversation should not be centered on what past governments did or did not do, but rather on what this government must and will do. We should not waste the valuable resources of time predicting when another flood or disaster will claim lives. We should rather invest that time in taking the appropriate measures to prevent the possibility of such an occurrence. But that does not mean that we must leave ourselves unprotected. We must learn from the past so that we're prepared to face the inevitable events of the future. We've gathered here as one to console the families, friends, and loved ones of those who perished. And while I know that despite whatever sorrow we feel, our pain cannot surpass that of those whose friends and companions, mates, relations, and children have been taken away from them, we nevertheless stand with all of you as one united family to share the burden of your grief. The loss that our nation has suffered is incomprehensible. The search and rescue mission is over, and the provisional death toll has so far been placed at 152. That's 152 human lives. 152 mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters, children, 152 Ghanaian citizens. With each number, there's a name, there's a face, and there's a story. With each number, there are dreams, hopes, and achievements that have died. In due course, each of these names will be released to the public to ensure that these individuals will be remembered eternally. This number
a lot of your text messages about Mejebre Akenkani in Adiama, but the Deputy Minister, Works and Housing, Water Resources, Works and Housing, Akwaba, Nimnyam for Samson Ahi. Na Eman Akwaba, na me kai also say, I also was work on so my Shemi Junior, Emmanuel Jacon, and so Baba Kai. Or Akwaba, you have a call.
I just about him. I'm Adom.
Ministry is saying,
Boko.
Mugus Nyomasu.
Yeah, come.
Better Ghana than Muguswana.
Ongoing.
Yeah, ongoing. You would at Chiako Kazi. We free by the ongoing.
No. Yeah, be completed. State housing. Near the more year no Botemano. Must started on.
Okay. How much I say?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay.
And we are ready. Now I've been so. Various stages of completion.
Okay. We are guaranteed this at least do now by close of the year.
Oh,
yeah.
Ready.
But apart from that, when are we in charge of maintenance of government properties in terms of building?
Yes.
But honestly, some to see you.
Sir, and yet a few years now with me, I have to maintain government bungalows. No. and from time to time no.
Yeah,
as when na ehia no na yaye. Because there were a whole department and I'm in charge of government bungalows. And maintenance na organize dino. Na baby I was say renovations, overhaul of entire structure na yaye. And from time to time yaye.
But me sure say in the midst of the challenges, you must focus for more advanced, more better Ghana agenda, no?
No, not at all. Even though
it comes as a big blow.
And I hope so, but we are focused on in one cardinal problem. Ghana for I expect a buying so bad address and doing so. And Nima de go a community, the Dana come.
Okay.
To make sure say we don't want to give timelines any longer, but Ghana for Nkasa, even now, see a big difference. In say there have been reduction in the hour of a year. Now, Johnson a year, a swat drastically. In the Ghana for more share no more Nkasa can testify to it. Someone paying Mama Bano, so no can say obey face energy problem, no, that he is on course of just doing that.
Few months to the election, probably less than 19 months to the election. If GD say the party is still popular amongst Ghanaians, say they bet me, they to me, Amamusa Musa for the next 4 years.
Yeah, I hope say Ghana for either so ewo GD mu ama Mampani Mahama. If we say I don't know, say, Obi Ayana so one kind of corona. And I mean, it is a Akobesa saying, and your acromafe. It is one kind of corona, I am not doing really. But so, obey your objective. Now, a jet to say, even though energy crisis, I will try and by your President Mahama, any critic energy crisis. It is a flood here by energy. Since independent, I don't know, every year, we've been going through this catastrophic situation. Every year be a flood. Every year be a
magnitude.
Yes, and you know, how can you blame President Mama say, oh no, yeah. Even though we admit say, oh no, what we to say, and the problem number I was also any bit me be no address the problems. But series of events that cause so far from independent up to date, you know. Until another now say, you ain't blame game, no. Because I remember President before time, anytime a crab Friday piano or criticize him. No, so about out, no about promises. But the problem was never solved. And yet time also when we were blaming MPP, they were defending themselves. And then so the same thing has happened. So you see clearly say Ghana there were fundamental problems. I was saying objective enough to attack it objectively.
Okay, so the time for objectivity is now, not partisan arguments.
No. Because that's, in fact, say, there are two petrol, people criticize, I have a problem. Because 2000, they campaigned against fuel price increases. They came and they did exactly that.
Likewise, the NDC.
That's what I'm saying. When they were also there, when they were increasing fuel, we were also criticizing them. We are in and we are also doing it. So it means that tells you that you can't do politics with certain important issues. How we're gonna have you.
Okay, so in times like this,
I don't see.
Because
I don't think me say I do maybe I was saying Ghana for in trans. I identify our national interest. What is national interest against parochial interest? No.
Yes, not parochial more.
Yes, because now we have reduced almost everything to politics. We are interpreting politically. But I believe Senator Mampani and preacher now, or preacher and dancer, no. He did very well. But saying, say, he didn't know NDC, he didn't know MPP, he didn't know CPP, a general microphone will be more Siki refugee war, Goya filling station. There were NDC people there, there were MPP people there, there were Christians there, there were Muslims there, irrespective of whoever you are. And now, a general structure, you know. They did not distinguish between say we into the moon yes.
So let's tackle it from that angle.
Let's look at it. Say we have found because as I've said, Argentina, President Lawrence time, we had floods in the country. President Kufuor came, we continued to have floods in the country, which means it was not solved.
It's a party problem.
No, most of President Emmanuel also came. We had a series of them. President Mahmoud's time also, we are confronted with the same problem. So as human beings, I was saying, who said there's something wrong with us with respect to flooding in our cities. There's something fundamentally wrong. You can't blame it on anybody. Until let the technical people, those who understand the issues, those who have the know-how, collaborate very well with the government to find a lasting solution to it. I think that is what will help us. Because I am American. There are two patrol one be before out, no more criticizing. And be almost to see no assistant ban to see and no more and come would they reduce it? Don't do it.
So these are the questions I see in Busamo.
That is it.
So Munya Sadia Moyen. It's a legitimate question you've asked.
Yes.
Say they say
yes, 1 gallon, 50 fast, and I said 200, 20 Ghana cedis and there. Omoya demonstration upon demonstration. If the government changes today, as a Kufuor president, 220 Ghana, because of 20 Ghana. He will sell it 20 and then even increase it. So
yeah, as electorate, you go by more social contract. Hold mu to that.
That is it. That is what I think will help Ghana.
Sincerely. Because both contracts in Ghana and Puntu.
That is it.
And you hold mu to that
it's
contract.
Only the difference is that Christiani, any people as to be also maybe an person call heaven. And I'm a boy. Kramoni person call heaven. A Buddhist person call heaven. Christian, or heaven. Traditional is called person or heaven. But then Moldra, and as a means, I don't know, Yamahono, and I dance. See people before.
Be up to
manifesto now. Come. PNC or the gay party, no, or manifesto, come. Some people will be, some this will be. So you want to come and develop Ghana, but you believe, say, through CPP, you know, to me, I implemented policies, I'm Ghana for one term. And another group will say, no, this is not better. And the democratic, the any trend say, we are near the one and an echo. That is it. No government. And over and I saw Ghana Koreans about intentions to create problem and I say intentions to come and destroy no. And I think for me, as I've said, economic structures, there are fundamental problem with it. As a nation, I will say we have to sit down and then reflect. Now, you propose how we can address our I don't know, say, what is the economic problem that we have? One, your mind, and I say, the Siano, if you are a soon be a opium, and if you are a mobile, not the Sifi. So I said, one case would do a money beer. She cannot work a tom, say one found you still keep the money. But every month, you drain your pocket. Is that not it? If you have a country, even toothpick, every of bar. We are not producing anything, we are not growing anything, we are not, boosting our production base now. Don't you have a problem?
Your problem.
Yes. And I see, it depreciates from time to time. We all know it. Once you have to import, we need choice. You have to import among which will have competitive advantage in this country to produce. You have to import poultry. I'm not farms. Kumasi. What I say, Papa to also in a Juma Besi now. I think that he can even feed. And you're going to feed the entire West Africa, half of a non-commitment feed. These are some of the things we have to do. And on a number of Mahama, State of the Nation address now, what they man or shoes a buyer or so or shape no na amount for criticize na but he was sending some signals to Ghanaians. So on one case as president no he is developing tests for local made products. What you say? And you know South Florida we no say na mampeni mama kan dance no it's opening our eyes actually. Say na makan so no let's forget about because the moment we continue to protestize is no. Obia wadun papa kura osuro so beka. Esi ya ma mpanyimfo bi no mo wonim de e wo so mo ka asem technical me minister ho na me say even though I am a deputy minister there but there are some issues about it is purely technical. You don't even understand it unless your director bia or send him the no eba be chichiri mu chiro ansana what you say to be able to take decisions on them. What you say? And there are areas do her and yes you don't have any knowledge, you don't have any idea about it. But in Crawford so I was sending him the no. But look at what is happening. Even though we are more there mano show or more political colors. But the genuine ones some tree and I say from one or cast out to Mose and some of a pay can. Yet, yeah, like the year Juma have a boy. As I say, even though a lot of them I have my own problem, but Obi cast out to Mose clearly no. I want to say this is what is going, but they are genuine ones. The same thing applies to our pastors. Who flow business say yeah, some of a canon or Casa we are Casa on your sofa. But the quality genuine ones so I won't cast out to Mose yes. Omo pay, omo drum man home, omo drink collective good of the country. And for that matter, Ghanaians. Let's look for such people. No? Now, a man no because that country project here is a very technical. Monday, President for emergency meeting on it under the chairmanship of Chief of Staff. And the country among contractors no, if US buy. You know, mushia no. What you say? Designs are a scope of work. I will say yeah, and sad because of that problem we need to know. I had a lot. What I say? I had a lot. One more to say that technical, purely technical issues to address Accra flood no. To holistically address it no. We have to do so many things. Nti media the meeting can say you know I Ghana for first and foremost so I'm paying my car and that and I mean the fact say obi e party A party C party D no it doesn't make even among the Christians I say go heaven even Christianity Orthodox Pentecostal you were Roman you were Anglican you were Pentecost you were Mozambique you were even in Christianity.
All right, so that's it. Some of your text messages are by Yankin Kaimanafi, Yansha, Yankomana, say, Honorable Emmanuel, Jaconso and Chibia, Comne Jaco and Chibia, or Good morning, Omani. We bought fire service forms in 2013, and we've heard nothing about it, and they are about to sell forms again. So please help us for inquiries. Or if you want to call me, I will call you and give you the details. It's sad that we wait until the horse has bolted before we lock the stable. We shall spend billions after the flood when lives are already lost. Ejabinwo Hacho and please, good morning. I wish all Ghanaians good luck in everything we do. It's talking about getting Nanaya's number. I'll put it out there for you. We'll ever find a number there for Francisca. Good morning, Nana. Please wait. Yet Zoom Lion can't clean the city of Accra. I suggest the government should fall on prison service to do that. John, I like your Ghanaian web, but Nanaya also use a. Okay, all right. So let's see. Yeah, okay. So Mustafa Pristia, and now they have a flood and fire explosion. Now the question is: one, how long has the buildings on the waterways existed? And two, you want to know how many governments have come to pass with these buildings not being demolished. And number 3, your question, how many ever thought this amount of disaster will befall our country in the future and yet did not demolish those buildings? Our past and current administration, they failed, therefore, they are the cause of the disaster. May their souls rest in perfect peace. Wisdom Abe or Bamboy. And I want to support the flood victims, so I need Nanaya's number. Pastor Pokwa Jiman, Royal Praise Cathedral, Brekum, thank you. Good morning. Frederick is my name. Please, I want to get the contact and address of Honorable Samson Ahi. Okay, you worked with him. No forestry. No forestry. Okay. Okay, now okay. Sexual assignment, also forestry. I'm sure say you okay, we'll do that. It's your number. Everyone know the workers. Right. Okay, so 1760. Text message line. Fabra in Angel Brain. She intimate King Kaimau. Maybe intimate cause. Remember our minute be and what tribi. Na fe wusu atimi di wadwen shaba entempa na fe yatwa yen come on to 0302 211 up to 4 yenisa enkomodo do na ho ya brobo so so di wadwen chire o ewi am need be ngotwe do e dey nim ni asa back to studio na fe abetwa yen come on so make out say deputy minister works water resources works and housing nimnyam for Samson Ahi e wa ha yedi ko he ni say nimnyam for Emmanuel kwabnaja consul abeka yen sat 0302 211-701 up to 4 and come out also now do a joint share at the break but make out say Lucky Herbal Clinic one other man and a sound come away air coso between Dr. Eboa Akasa on 0243-201244 and 0277-465855 0243-201244 and 0277-465855 afi yade bi adane crank down so bia no o de dom Lucky Herbal no na wona bo kwanso nko so we no chakwa enkra hanum say wona ne eye o first slide kadeshia sem na make on Accra Academy ne die nimhwe ka so aso nyanya do kwan so wona be gas station na e wono sa so takrade Encroft Junction behind Capstone filling station Koforidua Older State Snate traffic light no o kopole o de wanya che akodum runabout no so wa sunyane abisim kwan so in between Tyco and Roman Secretariat Kumasi Abreport Junction between Total and Shell filling station Tema Community 2 Kadena Bia Adom from Hona ono ewo anafe Gomwa Ogwa Kromoniba Junction wodu wani ache yeswedru kwantimpon so 0302-211-701 up to 4 also found Sembra na intimi indi yenkomo komo ayibidine komo miensa His Excellency John Dramani Mahama enrada ebra ye ofusum kama edema yenuanu meja ni nsu amianti asempa no odensembi atudwa yebedi ho enkomo eno achisun parliament nemefa ye Ebola honsens makopio tifi mantem minister de oka the parliament in soka MPP primaries in so yebedi ho enkomo. Have you seen what has happened to Ghana? All we know is politicking with NADMO. I will blame our parliamentarians for not passing the NADMO bill to become service to work professionally. We wait till disaster strike before we remember NADMO. Shame to our politicians. Kwesi Tuga, Ewo Kumasi, on also Dina Drinche Ediaba. Hello, good morning. I'm saying, well, I'm saying, 0302-211-701 up to 4. Ovarachi, good morning. I'm saying, Yamia Domboko, 80 over.
Na okay ASP ya wadujima
the kaino
that's true so no so jina mu staff ama because we see trouble man so my shebe jani on so jina mu hopa
okay
so what ya
jene
ko bra mi kibi se na no na me class ndu wa fidie so asemi esi multimedia for you wa baso bobi esi e de mamu pa mo ya die pap nyakopo wonhyira mo Bibia mo hwere atwerenti ma tu Ghana ho bia no yakopon won hye mo anan fi se wo hwe eniema na no adoye amokoye ma won ma wo kyere won na yakopon hyira mo pa na kwabra ade ye ya me ibru ba bia sa ye me ya pa ni se kwabra e ka ye boye nipa hwere won kwan na hwe ka ye boy ye say ye kokote sa gatas ni mu no kwabra obedu ba bi gatas ni ati ni nyina da so bu ho won ka it is in so sa to bi mu a ni na sa tia asa ko gu gatas ni bi na de ye si ye no kura no sabe ye hwe bi bi na mfiri mu yi enka ye na nka bi aka bi si wo ni atini asese ni nyina gum na nka akwa ko trogu ba bi fofo na nka gatas no ta ho nyina da ho so kwabna na no me bank ya me nam ho no gatas ni mu na anyema o mse firi mu nyina da so da so ni tia ho no nti bi se minister na no so mfro ko banda ko no mutan se ati na sa ka no mboy o mbeti mu ni nyina no da so gu amontin so
okay
enya de e bebo ma ye tichiro man ya ye mpe kwan ya e be fa so akwa be betimi asia no ani no bitimi afra mo no ne aba ba tu chacha wo sa de wi mu no because it is set to one more and go to mama tu chacha wo sa de wi nji nse bi bin 3 years no yankopon sha akwa.
All right, yeah, that's it. Of our noche also betimi de also say the hotel o masia not necessarily a ye junction o say bosu ma che apom ti say
ya me ho o man hene na also
na me Adom boko
ya o man hene me mo minister abaso na ye mo multimedia so abaso o man hene ma me chia me constituency chairman ma matokol on price so o man hene o mu ni say he ya na eduba bi e ka say leadership and ama we aba o man hene from 1957 leaders ahene enya organa ha never problem no so free 1957 afibia mba ye dana consistently ya change leaders senya ne de etuo e change no a ye de kokomutie change no edu ba bi sa constitution no ana okọ se ne papa kufu ana de ne time so ya omu free so no but still problem no ho so it's not about leadership o man here no o man here no me be fanka odoyi no obi kutumu na okọ toilet okoto amenanim e no okọ toilet ewo o man here it is wo man ye ho sa ye be den etumpon ye change leader 1000 na saman for no yan say suban o man here e moaye me o se bon so ato plans ne me kan say o man here Ghana for ye say suban
okay
ye say suban me chia minister.
All right, you raise a very critical issue about attitudinal change, you know.
And also you're part of the problem.
Okay.
Oh, sorry to you know. Oh, na mo hu yes, clearly.
Okay, you remember that issues because the hard when they say once you are minimum the ni krabasa what about two and months o se san you many no
ne to know that's it yes
una be Ghana ye Ghana be say anka da say ba ye na enti ase say san you man kitin
and am by mama kan that say it's like you are to go apunu mo if is for there or the no okwa back to sender unze ne da start time no o san de abre na or the brain so they are not bad
Linda good morning upon say oh, unfortunately, Linda Okaswa, unfortunately, no break is Linda Okaswa. So keep it a try now. Far for baby enough, yamba back to studio 03-022-1170 up to 4. Iguswa AD in Kobo. What you say, Omayene? Can NDC tell us that if they were not in government, they will not play politics with this? And Sema Obisu Ebusa, so 1760 your text message line lucky about clinic for one of them and this and come away Eddie Ebro 1760 Fabre Nation Tibin Jibre and Kinkai and Famam Dr. Yaboa all friend or Maswa at 0243 201244 and 0277465855 Yadia Bia Dane Crown Credit down so be a road condom lucky herbal clinica what about our Quenya in a Mameka say, oh, a year gomwa ogwa kroma. What do any check Winiba Junction, Uhon, or Honum Sanson, I feel so takrade in Crawford Junction, Ubuhom or Honum, just behind Capstone filling station, Ubuhom or Kaswa, in the corners, one bay a year gas station, and what you know, Kanishi, and so Udu Honoma on Accra Academy and a training to make sure say Bibi Adano. Say obi nya wane free ade na odo hokodom lucky about clinic for them enko jina ayawa so west wagon e be cause Adam was summary elect Saturday nimnyam for Emmanuel Jako you know enye sebi ebia ni ebedia ho dance enyuma pa oye ayonko faso nko Adam ntem na munim so na okeka ene akoma pa odeba constituency beyond that Now okay ka o ma hye bedwam team papa so o ma Ghana. That is key. Ko o ma hye bedwani na odwene Ghana ho kane a eboa na be abeka party no abeka constituency no adwumaden a oye so mo titiu ohwe na montu wo campus honom na seriously digimo any few the private areas be on the constituency wo onya adaje ene mo ba menim se flats ni bi kan wa e ba kan ko fo ni bi
Omahine meda se wa frame aba o kasa fidie so mechia ahwefo nyina ititu no mechia me mpeso asofo na se ne osika no onyame ya dom a Saturday ye beto aba se ne omusika no ye ka no e da ho play e da ho dodo na ne se da ho se bio me sure se be ye ahomaso be ye hantan se me expect se obi abeto ama me enya e manasa but dodo na se
hashtag e da ho play
e da ho hashtag no
is only count
e ka me
account
oh na say you see o man na tore bia mo betra ha na mo ye say me constituency there
I saw that
e du twa e bi
Ghana
na e honom no e bia na MP for board kura ya na e bia na ne hoye kakra I always tell you say you see sabi tafrache sabi address sabi kronto mo bia anyima no nsimone. It is an established fact that the urban poor is worse off than the rural poor. Obi ti board is a board. That's a sabi oni bi kura okwa obi afom na say genuinely okotwa ebro ba akwanwe problem ye the omo be yen say okotwa ebro akoton a ene e bechi no abo na wi
yo na me bu ba
say ombu ba akwa
abusuani bi kura ho
na busuani bi wo ho ebi omo be didi na tamaka say oye kwadwofo ye kwasiampani but ekrom ha no ye nyina ye tubata na abetena ho nipa no bebre omo ye mason for omo ye carpenter omo ye tilers omo fre chire omo dipa ebi a omo nya dwuma no one month na den odi osi dan no ni sika off onyame anya omo dom na particularly say Ghana ye dene and this adaro Ghana ye dene a sika wan akwatwe ebi a oye dwuma no 1 month for the next 1 month or 6 weeks na onye adwuma enti oye adwuma na kakra na wanya no e wo so odwene hu ye na o save na emra onye adwuma no
otimi de didi
I'm telling you say abrabonum ye dene ma omo papa da bia fi kama sem bio me get sure say nipa bia wo ho nipa bia ni wa enko obepese obetina uncompleted house mo anase sabita fracture nipa bia ni wa ono de opay ya pa no afie de se otakios no ese na nkwansere enye de me peni se masensen ho de mitira hwefom hyebre na amana basa nipa no bi wo me constituency wa omo bre papa hwe Fiesta Royal Tolo office actually Standards Board Food and Drugs Authority actually ensuo no fa kiosks over 30 aba nipa mienu awu we see baby oh and see me chrome I am a we see in the middle of the so-called elite constituency nipa mienu awu men kai microphone yaw men kai microphone yaw you no fa Mr. Mami bi pa among that community no otonton provisions kakra ade me call ho no ni pa yo mobo the store yi and all catch me say store no nkofo na de niam man and not na o hwem say ne Mami o gira ho o say ne hu mo nyina gane but mi ye die betimi aye we fasa akwanya so abotulofo so abaso because omuti omu office chiripe omu de niema bai ma masa line me masa line achiche niema ma omu niema na ye chiche no entimi replace the omu say no but ayere chichire de
if you
e woni pa ho omu reorganize me say me de mattresses bi ne de kan ka ho koi enso minim se nipa na omo ho na omo ho aka no enso but kakra mi so mitimi ye no en etire meti se nadmo na me nadmo no na minim se Nadmo no NDC communication officer ɛna NDC your friends constituency chairman the personal assistant ɛna ɔmo woman organizer baako na ɛno koraa no mate ho asɛm sɛ ɔmo kɔɛ no na ɔmo yiyim asa ekuro yi yɛ nyinaa yɛ Ghana fo sɛ Nadmo chaade a Nadmo sika no ɛyɛ Ghana fo sika no
minister tena condemn sɛ bibia ni hɔ a ɛte sɛ yɛ
Mr. Me constituency mo nkɔ onko bisa
minister atena ha condemn sɛ obiara ni ho kwan sɛ de asi otimi de yɛ amanyɔsɛm ɔsɛ obiara ni ho kwan sɛ wo de yɛ amanyɔsɛm bɛbɔ atia wa ɔsɛ wa na bɛbɔ atia
nti no deɛ meka ne sɛ deɛ ɛsii yɛ no na ɛsrɛ yɛnyɛ na yɛmmua ɛdene mekyɛ sɛ to tell you the truth that was the worst affected area but wokɔ baabi te sɛ your friend is saying Tesamo, if baby Adama, just behind Peace. I will say,
also papa.
And East Legon, potem potebimu, Edne, papa, yatiti uko shini papa. Not when we say,
let me also say, say we know national crisis now. Na ayi kakra me pese me pese dey ade we very politics because o can't be to say bia you to organizer na yendedma that has been the trend Jaboso MPP constituency secretary no your coordinator and na fan robe ye DC e o Jaboso me kan Jaboso for ti obi anim nti don't let us come and pretend as if say any first time. If you have a problem with the mode of distribution, yes. I would never support that anima because as I said earlier, baby I work Kenya to for Chihui, MPP for her, NDC 40 her, CPP 40 her, we will grow party Kurano so. In Sonaba maybe that, and I don't know how we say, oh,
that is the reason why that.
What I say. Let's look at, I agree, sir. Even on telly, say, Bimukra yesterday, Bimu complaining. Say, if you can't take a cry, so Bimu, Baba Jibi. On Kaho, and so Baba Jibi. If you saw us almost a mushroom. Mammy be kind, say, wait, to see an obedo her money. I bet you has a miniabi. Dealing with human beings on some of these things. But let's see how we can. Because we shouldn't adapt to.
Okay.
Or no problems. Okay. What you say?
All right. So 1760, you could try about bottom top approach. New Patriotic Party, Jamia Adoma, maybe that way at a Taraso. Definitely shocks the Beba. You know, how do we manage it as a more party and as a country? Because you have vested interest. Or the other cause of a party, likewise any other party. Into the maybe there we are behind Yakwaba. Yababy this alcohol. Come on now, so but from the New Patriotic Party, quick one, signed Kobna J Japan. All is set for June 13 parliamentary primaries. The New Patriotic Party wishes to inform the entire membership of the party and the general public that the parliamentary primaries slated for June 13, 2015 will come off across the country as scheduled, except the following constituencies where there are a variety of outstanding issues relating to the primaries, which are being addressed. 1. Ashanti region, near Edubiase, Ekrofum, Adansia Sokwa, Menshia North, Dwabin, Kumau, Imbronga Afo, Kentampo North, Central Region, Upper Denchira West, Greater Accra Region, Dom Kwabenya, Tema West, Tema Central, Tema East, Ayawaso Central, Okaikwe South, Klote Kole, Obum Domiabra, Ablekuma West, Krow, Upper East Region, Telensi, Upper West Region, Nadoli Kaliu, Volta Region, Ho Central, and Kwanta South, North Dai, Krachi, K2 North, Western Region, Bia East, Bia West, Draboso, Akontomra, Kwesiminti. So these are the areas that, I thought. So these are the.
I'm interested.
These are the areas. The dates for the primaries of these constituencies will be announced in due course in line with Article 614 of the MPP Constitution The electoral college for this election shall be A, members of the Constituency Executive Committee. It goes on and on, signed, Cabinet J. Japan, General Secretary, MPP. Quick one. Say what your Hong Kong, you ever count on this one? Across the country, apart from these few ones. Yes. I think a police and military presence about some of the areas. Why?
Why the cars are?
For instance, in Sao Madoji, we understand that there will be heavy police presence.
Why?
I don't know. But why the only question I mean you?
That you na say we know why
the police presence no.
Oh, none they said the BI by election.
But the primaries.
Miss election police force
do na
nipa me way 2011 I call your first time. There were about 6 or 8 policemen there.
Okay.
It is always there just to keep the peace.
Okay.
Yeah. And the fact that police one doesn't mean that. It is just to keep the peace. That is how it is.
Barring any ABI.
Oh, me say we no mama come and go say heavy. That I say 45. Why they can't? Release on the body.
I requested for massive security.
Why they can't?
At the very police.
My first someone should be general secretary. There is nothing there about. But I am saying
that is normal. Let's say normal.
But now more this for we go to aba. A regional police detachment.
Okay. But constituency chairman Nisa Kanisika no.
Enra asat me no matise ene virtually meaning I hit account. I guess that's.
But we okay with that procedure no.
Oh, I then said the party association no. They may me a party, but the party baby be no.
All right. Okay.
Now there be now person be say oh elections here. And then there's a primaries. The party be higher primaries. And I wonder why anybody makes it look like first time obi ye bidi and as a first time ye bia it happens every time.
Oh, would they be
oh, my throat
na pagin force say o ka che say ubegyina beto a enye it's not the case.
Yeah, ubegyina beto
na ye die na abane and ya name some of it there have been long outstanding issues. They say kumewu mention not na Jamming. There are issues about the register. It's not it long ago. In some of the places of Mukano, candidates no be aware. They went through the vetting. At a certain stage, some were disqualified. Some have been brought back. The matter is with the National Appeals. I was hoping saying come meet me a way before, but it hasn't happened that way.
Okay.
Between now and as soon as possible, is that the General Secretary can? Yeah, but what na mo bia anyu ne say ada ye nyina ase ati omamu ha na ndisi fo mo ye omo primary sa aya ne ye ti de ba
me se mo de de
na me say ye de
ada mo pesa den say ka mo primary sa na ka mo party asepe na MDC kra na wo mo
say na o ka say ada na o pupu di me
ndi mama mi kra mi throat
enti no me de American say ye de na wo platforms nti ye de na ka fine we do have. There are 275 constituencies. We probably have some challenges in 20 constituencies. It's okay. I mean, less than 10%. It's okay.
Okay. Sorry.
It's okay. We will go over that.
All right. All right.
Oma he best police for. Any soldier for. Say, ombo MPP promise on by pa. Because nansen, wo hwe ne mama famu na. Tokwa at omo head headquarters hono ye tutu mo ba na nria moja ahwegu wo MPP headquarters hono elections kura no nti elections we ebe ya obi a won fashion one group
no who release na dan kwade abara
na my address no I'm talking about the call for security
okay
at the various you know more na more request until let me support you
me say
IGP ni chief of defense
I request
out of order so say no when out of order say security presence
he has no business why they catch it wo
I'm not your friend
Oh, you are my friend, and so but
Hey, yeah, mama, by son. Prevention is better than
okay, no, all the cases are no quiet, sir.
I am stating as a matter of fact. Every election, every election, there is always some security presence.
Okay.
Now saying constituency elections. That was security presence. Mr. Mens, no, be
anti first, no. Now, our party headquarters. Move junior, move any Pamojan go party headquarters. Series of events are costing. It calls for security. Yes. Anti-master IGP pass or tia. On a chief of defense staff. More security presence are there. And I don't know. Party headquarters in Tokobiansi, among 12 by a way. And it will be a my who 10 cost was swimming. And some key areas now. Master, candidate in this say, Nana Kufado, as a portrait against Omo, Sir Umbeba, Aimo. And I common I know, man, Katakata, so my kind of chrono. We are not so tall, and we have more group. Missy, a dear and problems I'm women to say. Oh, is no do you fear some? Why, you better fear some, but what you go up as Rebecca? Oh, one can my press conference band. I'm being my press conference. Now can ye? I don't want my medium Miss Rowe. Miss Rowe, Papa, me.
But more party internal security.
Oh, and what? I want to crash around.
What's it throw? We have to show.
I want to Musia. What I say, I want internal party security. No, they don't. It is a Musia.
Papa, any idea?
What I say, I don't know your best friend.
Jacob is a very serious.
What is serious about?
Don't take it for granted.
That's what?
No, but your interest was there, and then one of them. Your interest, no more. So I'm surprised the minister raising critical points. What is
the critical point?
The critical point is that
we need to IGP.
No, he's on condition. Or say, Pacho Minister, that is became your condition.
Prevention is better than cure.
So even when we had our last constituency elections, there was police presence.
They say, who have sense or no appeal to IGP and to the chief of defense and to the minister?
Yes, sir.
What's that say?
That's right.
Man, some Titino, about
Sawara. I said, I won't want out here. Sawara.
What to be
simplify situation.
Last week, I will prove it to you. Oh, brother. I am just into Master.
Okay.
What's any apostle? I will. Borgaho, Niakoso, our headquarters ha, Moja Shugu, Yamobi Maho, Obi Yese, now go group, no more crash now. Now, I election, different from Yakoso, I know.
Okay.
Hey, Master, and tell you, IGP chief of defense up. You people should set up and make sure, say, me bought your empire pa. Say, Saturday, I put on Tons Yungusuna and Yasumi. Otherwise, never two Kromano. One yen to me. Nando say, Omuni nipa, Ombaya winnable. And the son of Becca. No, I'm also say, also, I show so much interest in this election. Say, I agree on a frag baradier, and he also when I want a candidate. But why are so biased?
Nanado.
Sanamuka.
Why the guy?
San Bebre.
Mr. Wutu Brand, what you say?
Confused Mom constituency. As an anado, as a portrait, Mameno. Against Kufiduma.
The Omoki canon, Sana when you say,
no, Omoki cannot matter.
I'm not
Swame, and no pay paper because a moving. Or say, I Nanado never walk my Chairman Sabozu. Pepper be and then pay dispatch. A woman and pay 1 for among kind. What I say, oh, Quantama. Yes, another as a portrait not to see against a more. And I will. Enti we are paying so awon yesa na say wotena na say yeto abanu wi a o ma no mu nyina na say o pick and choose say montuma we mpe we say na na do ya na
MC for Techima say it doesn't take a deputy minister for a ruling government to suggest say opposition kɔ ne prime minister ɔmo hia security
it doesn't take
I suggestion ɔmo pɛ ɔmo nfa ɔmo
doesn't take you yeah
man can say that's the and she said oh me dey misre
okay
sani ebe ya atunye bonti no
ana ɔrɔ
me say ɔmo nya in fact me pa bo no
me see yehwe ya de mu da bia
me pa ya mamu pa say ebe ko kama
yehwe ya de
nembom obi a ɔwɔ Canada no ohun sunsun a no suru ni akɔso wɔn
ɛnkɔ parliament ɛnkɔ
ɔman you know me say kachere ni say oni ni fi asɛm ye wi ye ɛna ɔbɛtira hai you see something he honorable something he ɔyɛ na ade te say yes ade ne ka no peace of amount no ɛyɛ anasa ɔman na bɛtira bɛdwam ɔka enti no ɛyɛ
that is it
yes ni ɔka what me to say what me is bibi so dia yes na na do say yes na na yes
yes ya na mo de ye moduma
aka yes
ya obetima boy kakra parliament sermons health minister over Ebola vaccine I don't know
oh mo wie na do say
oh dia bi na kafa na do
oh na say me wie oba
na dia na person kafa na do
na me kire say na take size na o support ebinum against ebinum no mafutuo ne say nko onye ne kun free because abusuapan ni de abusuafo ni nyina ye wo nkofo
omahene
enti ya wo say otetera
omahene
now we support way against German Sabozi we support way against COVID mo we support way against we no emwa
okay
onko mu nyina nse ni yem
okay hwe uko benhia we dia misreka menhia omutu nyum bi ho ohine one of in some of the festivals omutu anyum no kire se omuka na oma refrain no eye osai ene yesuru no udina chia etio beto ade a samsi ahi be yi se NDC fo hia NDC fo nya opportunity na se o man ka akufo ado ho asem a ade no emfa ne ho kura e so mo de ko mai ba bia
na wonti wonu sumu say obi because
news bay
you know I'm
say news bay
FM Adom FM paper me say paper mu and papers
paper bay
that is just right na ya mo famra
na say me say paper no but action can na kire say eye secret
na me say na metete no na mo hu
o ti then ya nyama na etete no so nyama na etete no eduru mu so a eduru mu so ya so dia bete no ya be ka papa
mo obi kura bo nwa say obi agiboni say ya mo say no that's what you be doing
no. Master, yankoso. Yeah, can say.
Let's finish this one.
And me say, your mo ya no me say. And I'm say Akufo-Addo. Obe appear e wo ballot box so. Na omo nim say afi 2016 election aye be koyi. Enkoye ma omo no. Say no. Me say, your mo friend no. O say no musuro no. Nti no, ha me say, I to say yes obi kwaya exam. Na you say exam no, it is about
bed.
It's about a bed.
No, it's 3.
Asam no emfa wo kura obetimi aya and the bird flew onto the tree.
Therefore 3.
Therefore 3. Double the aya no. Asam wo ye kan ye koya election see. Akufo-Addo asem be the woman.
Okay.
The man has come to say select
any opportunity be ana Akufo-Addo
so. You also will come be and
yanko Ebola vaccine no say.
Yo. Wait there. Answer na me question no. Lawyer for I'm just a lawyer. Lawyer for Omoka said, let me place a caveat. First and foremost, I am speaking as a scientist, as a pharmacist. Unyame ye madom 7 years. We could be paying our Food and Drugs Authority. That time near friend of Food and Drugs Board. They told me, I want to place on record there. I have worked there before. And I tend to understand and appreciate the issues in a certain way. Omayene, as someone aba ye ka dindindin na ne fare by pa ne say. Ne fare by ne say, yare bi wo wiase ha ye frɛ no Ebola. Say di aba so no no. Ɛna saa yare yi ehunahuna nipa nyina. Some beka ya last year. Hey, after ye kan ya say nua kra menso nsem. Eh ade a ehunahuna yen. But it is not this one alone. Emiri bi dru ye. Na yare bi te say HIV AIDS. Ehunahuna yen nyina. Yare bi me Bekai, the Food and Drugs Board then. African American be by say who cure. Na be serum cure be ne de ka ho oba bekai na newspaper for that time na FM news radio station see and no so sir. Yeah akrama His Excellency the President then. President Kufuor Ephraim call in office ka say eh. Kwabna na dia be na mate say obi ehu say yare a ehunu na wiase nyina yi obi say onya ho kua wo say wo mpene e ma no mfama. Na me to me boasi chire ni mu. Ya no say oh. Man tia siesa enti ko na ko ye wadwuma. Nyama no bebrehwe o. Ade ayeye. That's the Ebola virus. There was a nipati asiane say there was a time na nyama simple things like polio. And then you find it simple. Smallpox. Kika. It was a huge public health challenge.
Solution.
But we found a solution through vaccination. Smallpox, polio, and then ya magana nkwada nyina ya sorry ani ya the polio vaccine no aso manum. 50-60 years ago, it was not like that.
Na ehu ti say
the Ebola ehu. Na mom yenya abotre find the cure no. Ene enye ade bia obi boni dia ehunahuna no bio. Omayine, the metimi akapa ne say ade a esi. The unfortunate bit is that me say inchirichiremu no na amaye. Inchirichiremu no. Every say Ebola no yaka I mean ade niam na beba ade yesi obi tax obi ati trotro on pese otua afa edru no so say ebegigi ni sika no asati ye bibi ye bisa na osi free doctor ho Ebola achi no obi abegani Africa no afa no omunwani Africa no not say kwa benyamu otia say eye ade na ehunahuna obi a enti no say omahina emi miti we na say abeka say ye be ye Ebola ade no sanka yanka Ebola ya vaccine tsara go bi aka ho asem ya di Ebola no ka ho na
obi edwane
aye bochi bi din
pem ho asem kra
but dia betimi aka ne say yesi find a vaccine for polio no sa na ye peninsula e be find vaccine me preso e bia inchirechiremu no e na anye me dia me say I am 101% sure about the processes. Omahine me ti hay. Me say make kwamna. Omo pena say next time I offer myself as a volunteer. Ye me bi. That is the way of science. E ye vax. Dia I was here to say adia no oma ye study no bi wo America and na UK dada. I'm a whole result but even though it is a little confidential I am privy to a little bit of it. Yeah, result no. Or may use me say 134 people back and same number Inti abrochi or may same tester or mo be yo hano. Na send ye a grossy year jumano. I tell you send ye a grossy year juma wo nipa fita mo no. And yes and the work nipa tuntum. And you need all the types to ascertain say reaction awo pen ubenya. Na we kura no just your friend of phase 1 mfiti asini obi aka kira say adan no ma to Ghana Ghana kwa ye bi ade ye bi o Uganda ye bi wo Tanzania ye bi wo Kenya na Ghana sa country si na omo enam say omo pese omo be ye beka say omo ko ba bia regulatory environment no space no enya strong. These 4 countries, Africa, they have about the best regulated. Omo betimi ati omani ahwese ade no ne kwan so na ye. Indeed, all the places crowd the omo recruit to omo ni pawie. Ghana na dey delayed. Inti me say Kenya for the crowd instead of near see obi am 36 or so. 30. Of course, Kenya they've gone ahead and recruited 60 people already. In Ghana, Hano, nipa 12 and they recruit to Omaka. Oh, I want to say at the end, yeah, be what baby. Yeah, be what. In fact, I can say on authority, say Food and Drugs Board, or ye review protocol like ye had the ye be what Nigeria, ye be what Liberia.
But the person tells you or technicalities, the person tells you, the person tells you, number yet, say the idea anywhere. And confirms you shall so because
you see, the woman said, and yet Ebola and ye question at the set. What I say. Akwada ye di polio vaccine e ko wono. Ye vaccine. Vaccine no won. Vaccine no. The yaya ne say broni friend no it is an attenuated Ebola vaccine and o ma ye no bibia o ma yi dia e be ma yare no aba no afri mu but e wo party bia e be provoke a reaction there ebe build antibodies and no be protective
against that
enye Ebola virus no say Ebola virus Ebola virus na ya engineer no ya ye ne ho bibia e ma o yare no but ebe ma body no aye no atimi agina na say ayare ne chiwa na body no wagina ebe fight yare no what obia enye Ebola virus
mentia say it said enya polio enya pus who you know sa hihye na de ade ko yimu anyame ade yesu akonya
enya no nko a ya mate say paracetamol adura wo kwa hospital ni nyina no all of it go through clinical trials enya de bia ehu sa de woman ni say nkofo bi koka say na enya say e ko wrong sometimes once in a long while ye be syphilis adie bi e hating several years ago it went wrong sometimes you see the air can it say the better say aeroplane is one of the best engineered pieces aeroplane master every day a reason nyina e bia aeroplane by 10,000 in the tukop ba
Baku bitimi hwe
fom. Hwe aduru aya approve kura aspirin, common aspirin. 40-50 years ago. Now it was the mainstay, your friend no antipyretical e dey temperature beba form and analgesic. So baby oh yeah. And then there are a lot of restrictions on aspirin.
Okay.
Aduru aya approve kura sometimes. Who starting to use you wish BB enya wo. Entino ya twisan.
Okay.
Entino masira media me no parliament the August House of Parliament me colleagues yan tutu ya no da but me chire mo say eye me say entiase na ama.
Okay.
Ya someone minister me sure say me bisa chairman of health committee or see enam MPP ye prime minister na ya free food and obefree food no ma be chire mo me sure say chire mo no entiase no ba
am say asem we MPC aba
because
me de me nkwala mu na me te say sa nuru no e de ayi chimpanzee no mo ne okra no mo ne ayi wono mo bi wo ho a o de test na say o ye successful na say ni bo de ye nipa eno ana no
baby
me say me say
no correct so I am telling you say that is not
that's okra to say nipa yes ayi okra man
Mami catch say your friend no animal studies no ya ya
mama come why animal studies we are wa pass
anya sa na ya no
enti ana say problem bi enu hokura ana na me tie mante hu hwe ana say ana chi me te me ba djuma no ana me te say radio go no mo interview and this regional chairman and that was the first time na Madden Mati enti say eye harmful say eye harmful masa media ni minim say ade no once Ebola din no masa o ti Ebola din a anu a che Ebola no anu a che and we expect sanka on be here enough education nanka individual na kasa on their own volition no na opt for say meye na say menye but when to mun sheku poma what I will not say abanya yo ye masa ehia proper education because then hotel Kenya he understands most of the issues so he can speak to it na me meti hey obi oti akura se okoko ebi no why you very careful and people are raising issues because they say be ma mobile phone they say be ma 2 million what you say 2 million so me I say ni pan be ye kura 2 million nti na ede e bi okwakoye na the side effect no after say ni pan ya wie no problem na be ba no so no et sen oh nti I believe say I don't think say obi akasa mo monye but the point is that omoma education nkoso na you hu say ade we ya because ada na moya moya bi wo Kenya na say Kenya for ye black Ghana for so ye black na moya bi wo Kenya ada na Mozambique
all right education nkoso yi
education nkoso na say obi individual be tuma volunteer ya then we can do it right. But say announcement about say ye Ebola test masa panic the fear and psychological here nipa no mbeko mu kura no enye contiguous kura because of sa psychological ni kura no o hwe kura nipa na wo ni abi ko ebi oni da kura baka say bi ayo na ye bi sheba and there's a need for say omon jai say na direct number omo ye nti ase say ye de yamia na omon so food and drug mpemfo so mko ebi one or two of almost staff and sacrifice omunko yebi omu yebia obi obe yebia no be hu se o ade no sa muso bia nim na won trankran ka say ya certify na wo dia kwahye kura bi
hotel se men ka say na die ope ba bia adwojo ho titu o free nkran na wo kota krade a bia so kwase otimi kodwojo ya Kingstar Hotel 3-star hotel located in a very plush area at Takrade, the oil city. Because omo da krama kuma ko du siamienu 62 and so on kasa eno achi no wono wo eye bia sonko a ebia na wo topono ana say o ye dwumadi sonko bi a ebetimi accommodate nipa be 500. The man down so kwan say bia so betima atneti wapom kwala betimi di agro na afi watimi akenya ho kwan sonko so no ebi o Kingstar Hotel eno achi so ma menka say ebia na office bia honom no ope ade a because enianim ya fresh pa farm vegetables in the kaka ni nyina no onya bi it's a perfect home away from home a tennis court any other facilities so how obetimi ni family ni or friends akọ na mako enjoy inuane de both local and continental dishes ni nyina no ya de competent chefs so how ombamo di duane pa mo atenkase bia ekoso kama from 0248698222 0248698222 now the Kingstar Hotel for Monday weekend and it's a say it's a perfect home away from home. And I made the way so to him say blood donation exercise be so also the National Blood Service the mobile blood collection a basso or baby bri brain one actually one actually said now that June they also do no more Pentecost Hospital Medina and omoko ATTC kokomlemle and name one be Lekma Hospital Teshi na omasa wo Odogo no SHS awoshi na wa Harvard SHS kokomlemle intimisre say na obra into na monko ni na say one de boa amanian ma no oha mo bra so to yi ejashishi bre wo mi ene ehun hia say benya blood bank always full and ready and prepared. So be here moja a bit money. Nami adma on the 12th of June, Joy FM, Yankasa Kukumlimla, Yanso, no Chipepe Penny, Ashisha Swans, Mumbatayachi. June 13, Victory Bible Church Headquarters, Awoshi. The same June 13, WBDD commemorative event, Fwaseland Park, Honum de Navakoshia, Honum Nafi, mass blood donation, 13th of June, mass blood donation, Fwaseland Park. Na etimi akọ donate blood 14th of June 8 a.m. Pepe Global Evangelical Church Adjegano Global Evangelical Church Adjegano ehọ na emekwa kwushia na ya donate blood and so anopa nongoche pepe we Joy News and Sajumedi wono support one say give blood to save a life enti ebetima wo wabrabo and I say you'll be so dear. Rabo, there are on Mamping some waka and rather in a share. No, the Ebinoso can say, Quia Hoda, Mamping to a Quemono, better than who, if a boniphone shall be remove na afei so ahwɛ abasobɔdeɛ bɛn ne sɛ yɛde mɔ saa test a mampanyin ɛka wasɛm ne nyinaa nkamfua no adesua bɛn ne yɛkɔ anim da sɛ nɛ yɛnsa mesu nkyerɛ wiase nyinaa sɛ yɛde yɛnterefo
sɛne mede kankan no ɛm sɛ conti project no a mampanyin mama kate sɔd no asa yɛn start no ebinom ka sɛ adentina mampanyin mama ɛkɔ kate sɔd what happened is you sign a West contract with a company, a Conti company. And no, one case I ready say almost $10 million. Ever started a Jumano pending say a US as in bank for this kind of bank. What you say? I don't know almost this 10 million buyer. That was when my mama was called upon to come and cut a source. Now almost a Jumano. And almost a Jumano do point to be as in bank for no make some additional requests. And the Akoba said, a Jumano grant yanchi into faces. And it's back and forth, no. And I'm gonna delay a Jumana. But now, son of a kind of assassin, contractors no ha. And then I know Mushia finally. You agree on the scope of work. And the repackage sa project now. Into me going forward, I know sir, this Conti project is going to address flooding in Accra. Because government is aware of that problem. And until now, Mama opt for say, just a facility, no, I have address it, perennial problem now. I face no. And the media, another, a friend here, a sophonum, a hemphonum, politicians, another another, our hobby, I don't call our hobby, political parties be our hobby, and a diplomatic call in United as a country, as a nation. And I am one, and I believe, sir, in times like this, should rather bind us together, should bring us together. What you say, more than say you be divided. Send my pay mama can say, you just blame game, no. Because blame game and I since independent basin there. Amphibia zone turner will be where now you shift to blame on somebody. Meanwhile, no, send or can say I die in Hong Kong, I abua pete. And zone to say we're never born dance. No. Now since independent. That blame game now following have seen there. So how long can we continue to blame ourselves? Until now, the call say you just blame game no, me support no. Now you know say na makan, you engineer say what? That medical council there are some fundamental problems. Try and who say we call special because say you see that is you equem. Until who kwakwa. We kwakwa do ho no. Now you try stop work. Produce permit by AMA. But TDC. And to who engineer now do was anka o kwa ye the right thing. Nipa no o si dan anka na do kwa control stop work. Me do ya me that's what's going on. Nipa no o si dan no. No one to him say, baby o si dan na nya na mpanyfo no ba o because ni permit. Me that's what's going on. Enti on twen kura ma on mpanyfo no kura ma. E ma me hu. Enti on anka sa tro stop work. Produce permit. And who engineer do have evidence? So it means that do roofing. I do roofing. In fact, and in our policy, no Ghana building code, no obviously that do some level beer to destroy it. They say we in your court. After window level, you have to go through legal process. As I what to me, Abu Budan. You do not stop work produce permit. Let's say Obiama and Linko, and yet this assembly by phone. On one nipa no sit down who say bia ade o ye ne ye on one kasa ko say ink kokko paint kokko o ya black and I say kokko no dey mixing stop work produce permit o man we engineer o AME who do how inspection no kwara na bahada ade be chino wa bosso because masiawe that's what I said there are fundamental problems e wo ho and you know here all of us Obia say yanka mum na you say and say na am before afeli because am engineer na say okokoye wo no he has been misinformed, he has been misled by say produce permit ya tro agu edan ho no enti ono so wanko obiem be 2 months time 3 months obedu ho no na season na wie enti all of us have a role to play. All right. yanya ne sa na se ye be za aban na AMA na we okwo resign onye ayedent na resign okobu dan a na media ye twa no guso ye be ka aja kwadwa asem ye twa ho kira me kom omo si da ho me ni mo bia me nko ho hwe and ye be sere court on so court on so should help Ghana TDC for asase abanya to asase atuaka ye will lease ye will everything document cover na bi wan krochi land akosi sidan TDC for ye ready so mo koye project ye kwa pam mo furu ho no na san krofo no mo wi aban asase na court without any permit nothing na court na grant injunction e travel ya kodu opi court omo de friends and coaches no at the TDC for court from circuit court right to high court to the appeal court ni na mu so na court no ebuama TDC ebua wi so na say some court demolition so na esan ko na court has granted injunction and the court no so has a role to play in such matters because okay I buy no mo encourage ye no buy na mo mu amu anka omunya hode enti nipa na dwene za na do yensi ebi ho kra bakọ dan wura kra hu no anado no oba adabetro na atra window level.
All right, okay, so sir,
enti let's all collaborate and then work together.
But
Otherwise
who raise the issue we say o say he father na masha ase tonton no
botema
open for everybody.
Open why state housing for no more eton
monya montwi asunsi su yi.
Yes, state housing no moton. Yes,
okay. Yelbesia madam Sarah Sansahi na conference you chair.
Yeah, me chair mo kra body for na me chair mo. Na I am refi. Ana na dwaboso akontomra bia west bia east. Almost almost suspended election. Meaning some more candidate, credible candidate to all. Very, very credible candidate. I don't think more candidate Papa Babishia. Oh, that is more candidate Papa Babishia. More credible candidate. Yes, I'm why I didn't almost suspended, sir. I'm a lucky about for us. We don't want to come that Sunday. If and